Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live on both YouTube and Instagram for Q&A day today. We got some questions to answer for the community. So basically, I'm Tara, and I help people detox and out spiritual and everything. Hey, Jizzy, how you doing? So let me pull up these questions that we have. I don't want to hold you up. So guys, I'm late today because I was making a video and it's been a little minute since I made like a tutorial step-by-step video. But it comes at the right time because I think you guys need like another remedy for like sinuses and that people who on the detox can do. So you can clear up congestion, mucus. If you're under the weather, feeling sick, which I'm not feeling, I'm a little under the weather today. I'm sick. So I'm not full on sick. I fought it pretty good. Got the neti pot and all that stuff. But I made this okay, hold on, this phone going crazy. I made this ginger lemongrass tea just now. And as soon as I edit it, I'm gonna go and post it for you guys on YouTube. If you're dealing with like a Herxheimer's reaction, a lot of mucus, or having to like I don't know if you catch a cold or something. Okay. So let me see. They tried to make it like crazy today. I'm about to show crazy. Oh, what happened? Oh no. What happened today? All right. So let me pull up y'all's questions. If you're not in the free community yet, get in there. Okay. It's tarasdetox.mn.co. Okay. tarasdetox.mn.co. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna take these two down right quick, just in case. Just in case. Let me take those two down. Okay. All right. So questions. Stay focused, Tara. Stay focused. So there's so many questions, you guys. This is like my list of questions that I started. I don't know. This is like just a few weeks ago, and I just put all of y'all questions on the same list. I just keep adding to it. But look at all of these Q&A questions, and it's pretty much like the same questions over and over again. So if you miss something, make sure that you go back and catch up on past replays and things like that. So let's get into today's little list. So first one is what kind of okay, can I use dental floss? Yes, you can use dental floss. Just use the unwaxed. Well, it doesn't matter if it's waxed or not. Use the unflavored dental floss. Okay, unflavored dental floss. So not mint or anything, just plain. Do not floss too hard if you have HSV. You don't want your teeth feeling sore. You don't want to cause any soreness in your body because it's going to cause the virus to replicate, the herpes virus in particular. Okay, next one. What type of laundry detergent can I use? Oh, it's so spicy, but I need it. Okay, so what kind of detergent can I use? So these questions right here is going to be found in the master class. So try to get that master class if you can. It's paid classes on the left menu on the app, and that's will cover all of this and a whole bunch of stuff that you haven't even thought of yet that I know will come up in your questions eventually. So detergent you can use a free and clear detergent. Um, but if you find that you're free and clear, you're still getting like irritated skin, you're still itchy and things like that, then you can switch to using Dr. Bronner's. Not Dr. Bronner's laundry detergent, but just Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. That's like your worst case scenario. If you find that your detergent is making you itchy. Also, you can wash your clothes and then wash them again in all water. That'll help take out the excess detergent too, which could help. Um, but free and clear, any type of free and clear. I don't have a particular recommendation. All right. Next one. On the other 4 days, I'm not bathing in ACV and baking soda mixture. What type? Wait. Bath and solids. Doesn't matter what types of soap do I use. Okay. So she wants to know what type of soap to use when she's not taking a detox bath. Use the soap that's on the detox. That's why I didn't differentiate a different type of soap. You're gonna use the same soap throughout the detox. One second, I blow my nose. So sorry, y'all. Okay, so Yeah, just use the same type of Dr. Bronner's. Dr. Bronner's liquid Castile, African black soap, the foam wash that comes inside of the kit. Any of that is fine. Don't overthink it. Okay, don't overthink it. Next is the stir fry mix. Only to be stir fried, or can the veggies be steamed or boiled? So I call it a stir fry because so many people just been with me for so long. And when I first did the detox, I was stir frying the vegetables. But the cooking preparation has changed over time because I don't want you guys cooking. It's just been through a progression of changes on how you cook the foods where it's better for most people. And it's best to cook your food all in one big large pot. It's not a particular cooking method. You just soak your vegetables in a lot of water, a little bit of vinegar, and then you rinse them off under running water. Okay. And it's a lot of water, a little bit of vinegar. You soak them for 30 minutes to an hour. Some people are soaking it overnight if they know that they have some sort of kidney issue. Then you definitely want to soak it for overnight or just a little longer than the hour. And then you rinse them off thoroughly after you soak them, and then you put them into the pot and you cook them. And as they cook down, you're gonna have to add more vegetables into the pot because it's gonna cook down to nothing. Leaves cook down a whole lot. So you just keep adding more vegetables into the pot until you reach a full pot. And that's how you cook the food. And you just add seasoning, layer seasoning a little bit as you add more vegetables into the pot. And that is how you cook it. It's simple. You don't have to overthink it. There's no special way, like as far as there's no wrong. Well, there is a wrong way to cook it. There is wrong ways. But if you just keep it simple with what I just said, then you can't go wrong. If you don't like your stir fry when you first make it, that's normal. As you make it, you'll get better at making it. And if you're inside my membership, then you can communicate with my other clients and get tips on how they are making their stir fries. And there's a whole bunch up there already. So you can just go read. You just go to the meal prep section of the app and just go through all of those. Just read it. And it's a bunch of people that's just posting how they make their food, asking questions about the preparation of food, and you'll get a whole bunch of answers there. Okay. Next one. Okay, and this person has HPV. Okay. Is it possible to pass HSV without a flare-up? Yes. And there's lots of information on that on the internet. So you can, Google search that, and there's a lot of information that comes up that talks about people who pass HSV without having a flare-up. That happens through viral shedding. So viral shedding is when you're shedding the virus through your skin. Your skin might feel itchy. You might feel like you just itchy. You might have some eczema-like patches that pop up on your body, really dry skin. That is viral shedding if you have HSV. And yes, you can transmit it. I even had a couple clients who had fibromyalgia, but only after receiving a massage. They both had a deep tissue massage, and they both acquired fibromyalgia. They were talking to the masseuse about fibromyalgia while getting the massage. And then after that, they experienced pain in their muscles in that area where they received the massage. And then they ended up getting fibromyalgia too. So that kind of stuff can be spread through touch. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I would love to go get a massage. But after hearing the stories about energies, to me, it's energy. And I don't think it's not just to me. It is what it is, which some people may not understand because they're just not into that. But everything is spiritual. So when these energies is jumping from one person to the next, you can acquire. You can. So you be very careful. If you're on a call, you should not be at the course. Okay. So any knowledge on red light therapy? There is, transfer spirits. There's a lot of information on the internet about red light therapy that you can go and look up through just going on Google and just typing in red light therapy and herpes. And there's different studies that come up about it. But I have not had anyone who had agreed to do red light therapy stick on protocols so that we can see how the red light therapy is actually affecting the virus. So a lot of times when people come to me and they're constantly trying to figure out, like, can I add this to the protocol? So for instance, anybody who asks me about a sauna, has never finished my protocol before. Anyone who has asked me about red light therapy has never finished my protocol before. Anybody who is always like looking for ozone therapy, who want to add another therapy to what we're doing, I wonder if they have it in them to be able to stick through this and follow through without constantly looking for something else, without even seeing how this is going for them. And those people, I believe they just jumped ship quick. That's what I believe is happening, because this has been quite some years now, and it's been the same pattern for anybody who asks me certain questions. They pretty much, I narrow it down kind of the personality types, to be honest with you. Personality types, to the point where when people ask me a certain question, I feel like I know the underlying thought process that's leading them to that question. So we're not, I mean, if you would like to, if anybody on here would like to do red light therapy along with my protocol, I would love for you to do it so that we can see how it actually works. But you got to be somebody that follows through and not constantly jumping ship and always looking for something else, the next something else, because for what? For what? And I always ask people when I do these interviews to join the program, I ask them, have you tried anything in the past? And if you tried it, what happened when you tried it? Because if you're the type of person that's constantly jumping ship and you didn't stick to that protocol, you were experiencing, I talk to a lot of people like, oh, I was experiencing success and you know, this, that, and other. I'm like, you got to be somebody that's in it to win it, because it takes 2 to 6 months on this process. And we really need you to just get through the first 30 days is really important, because getting through the first 30 days to the point where you go and get retested. There's so many people who's like, well, I cheated, so I'm not going to go get tested. But I mean, a lot of the people who tested negative, they also had a little cheat. There was one person recently inside the group said that she cheated like 5 times and her numbers dropped from a 50 to a 20 in a month. So don't assume the worst. You know, with this, you want to just think positive and shoot for the best. Like, what is it that you actually want to happen, and just shoot for that, because you really don't have nothing to lose. It's just energy, you know, it's just your energy and you doing this and your focus and doing this, and that's it. Energy and focus. And time management. So procrastinators, it's going to be very important that you try to do some exercises to release you from the trap of procrastination, because it's almost like an addiction, you know. It's almost like an addiction, procrastination. So if you're constantly finding yourself putting things off and then waiting to the last minute and rushing to do things, you'll probably come into the detox with the same type of energy, putting things off, rushing to do things, instead of, if you do small things that you're supposed to do throughout the day, throughout the week, then you can take it easy through the whole detox. It won't be such, you know, so hard to keep up with. You know, it won't be so hard to keep up with. He calls me the same time every time I'm doing a doggone live stream. Is it gonna fix? I think he just, okay. Is it fixed now? Okay. I swear he calls me the same time, like every week when I'm doing my live stream, he calls me the same time. Knowing I'm talking to my friends on the internet. Thank you so much, Desirable Sweets, for the badges. I appreciate it. Hello. Hi. Can you read me my tarot of the day? I'm not a tarot reader. I don't do fortunes and stuff. I am a wellness coach. That's what I do. I don't tell people their fortunes. Go check the page out, love. Okay, baby. All right. So, do we have any more questions today? Because we kept it light on the questions that were sent in. There's so much that we have been covering over the past few weeks. And plus that masterclass is so hella thorough. It's so hella thorough. It's going to have all the information you need right there inside of the masterclass. So let's go over what we have available so that you guys know, and just kind of like the order of operations of how this whole thing works. Okay. So first of all, my phone number is 404-737-1371. You can send me a text to my phone number on information on how to get started. Okay. And from there, I usually like to get on, make sure you rinse those grapes off. From there, I usually like to get on a quick phone call. I have like these 5-minute quick calls that you can book with me if you would like even more information, if you're ready for the next step of information from me. Dang, my connection. Okay, there we go. All right, so then we can get on the phone, do a quick call, and I can go over the next information that the next steps in it. Okay. After that, you can decide if you want to DIY, do this by yourself, and I'll show you how to do this by yourself without being a member inside of my group or without being a client. I can show you exactly how to do that. You would get your DIY bundle, or you can buy the products individually if that is your budget, and then you come to these Q&A days, which I have every Wednesday around 5 p.m. ish Central. Okay, around 5 p.m. ish Central. So okay. All right. Yeah. So let me stop. Let me scroll up so I'm not reading as I'm talking to y'all, losing my train of thought. But yeah. So I come here and I do free Q&A day every Wednesday to answer everybody's questions who's not clients. Even my clients even drop some questions in here so that they can get like an extra day of clarity. And then from there, whenever you send me stuff, I just add it to a note, and then we move on. Rodriguez, we had a phone call already. You're going to have to book a consultation because my phone calls are really about explaining how to get into my program and what I offer in the program and how you could do it by yourself versus how doing it with me. So let me drop my link right here for you to book a consultation with me, because that's actually what you need. One of these quick 5-minute calls. We already had the 5-minute call. All right. So I typed that in for you. So the next question I have on here, someone asked about videos on YouTube saying that you can never get rid of it. So disheartening. Well, love, what I got to say about that is, let me give you an example. You got to have your own discernment. You got to have a mind of your own. People told me I couldn't have my kid. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of examples on this. Okay. People say you can't have a baby natural without pain. I did it 5 times. Had babies, just spitting them out in a matter of like 30 minutes, baby coming out. An hour, baby coming out. 0 pain, no pain at all. They say you can't do that. They say that don't exist. I did it 5 times. Okay. That's an example. I was at cancer with HPV. Okay. That's how bad it was. I was at the stage of cancer. All right. They were like, we're consider this now pre-cancer. You're right at the stage, the beginning stages of it. So I reversed that. I had it for almost 5 years. I reversed that in almost. Then it didn't just go away on its own. It can't. Not that quickly, not that effectively. And then to never show up ever again. You know, so you have to use your own faith and your own discernment. I'm not the one that you should be talking to about that, to be honest with you, because we already know my stance. I'm here to tell people test negative things. But if you feel like you can't do that, then you got to build that up in yourself. That's something that you got to go into prayer about, to ask God to guide you, because I'm not here to convince you. You have to go through the motions of, you know, getting diagnosed. You have to build up your own belief, and don't do this unless you believe that you can do it. And I'm telling you that right now. Don't do this unless you believe you can do this. If you have any doubt about it, just don't do it, because it's not going to work for you because you don't believe it. And I can't convince you to do something that you don't believe. So you should just roll with you not believing, you know, until you find a way that you can believe. And if you don't believe, that's fine if you don't believe, because not everything is for everybody, you know, and that's just really the truth of it. You making the decision on this is actually going to come down to you. It's not going to come down to me trying to prove anything to you or explain how this is not. That's something that you got to go to God in prayer about, or whoever it is that you believe in, and work that out on a spiritual level and on a mental level with yourself personally. I don't accept clients who have a certain, like, if our messages go a certain way, I won't bring you on as a client, because I feel like it's going to be a waste of both of our times. It's going to be a waste of your time and energy, and it's going to be a waste of my time and energy. So then I don't even accept the person as a client, because what's the use in me trying to break down the barriers that you already have up, these mental barriers? There's nothing I could do for that. you know. So research. I have a list of videos. Um, I should probably just turn it into a playlist on YouTube because I did upload all these videos to YouTube. So I think that I should just turn it into a playlist like that and just send y'all the link for the whole playlist. But yeah, I have a playlist of videos for you guys. Like if you're new to this information, you've never heard of stuff like this before. Um, you need to know more about this. You need to spend more time learning more about this. Then just send me a message, send me a text. Let me put my phone number right here so you can text me. Or you're here on Instagram, just send me a DM and then I'll respond to you with the list of videos that'll really teach you about the virus. And because you need to learn how to live with it first, to be honest with you, learn how to live with it first, because that information is going to be important leading up to you actually doing the detox. Okay. And learn about it. And then after that, then take some time. Like I like when people start the detox after they've had it for a couple years, or maybe they followed a couple years. They've seen some success stories. They've heard some interviews. They were there to witness things as it happens. So the people who's been with me witnessing things as it happens, they don't even like, that's not even a part of what they're even wondering about, that kind of stuff. But I do understand that that's very important because I had those same questions as well. I had a lot of those questions, but at the same time, I didn't have the exact same questions because I already believe in natural healing. I believe in natural remedies. I'm from the South. And in the South, we still would practice, not anymore. Like everybody has completely, seems like a lot of people completely abandon our traditions. But a lot of us still, you know, when we're little, my grandmother tell us to go snap a leaf off the aloe vera plant, you know, drinking different types of teas, you know, boiling vegetables, different stuff, you know, home remedies. I was raised with it. So it is not foreign to me. And as soon as I was diagnosed, I already felt like I knew what to do. So I can see coming from maybe a household where home remedies wasn't so prevalent, where these kind of natural things is not really the norm, with, you know, for you. So I can understand you having to, you know, get acclimated to this type of information, get acclimated to wellness, naturopathy, and things like that. But I will tell you that this is not SABI information. It has nothing to do with SABI information, and it doesn't mesh very well. It doesn't mesh very well because I've tried some of those things and I've allowed some people to try some of those things with me, and it was terrible. Okay. I've also been contacted by a lot of people who tried that method, who came to me for help. And I would just say that the person that you're trying to get help from really has the capacity to help you, and you're not just getting lost in the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who you can really like reach out to if you need help, or has the staff for you to reach out to who can give you help. Because I've talked to too many people who are doing like herpes detoxes and they don't really have a person that they can get in touch with. They get like one phone call and that's pretty much it, you know? So yeah, we're not doing that kind of stuff. You know, we're not doing that kind of stuff. I'm really here to support you, show my face. You know my name, you know where I'm located, and I've been here for years doing this. So still standing. All right, let me see. I believe in home remedies because I was raised like this, but I also know that God is a healer. You are a healer. That's what you need to understand. You need to understand that you are a healer. For real, for real, for real. Because what happens is God gives you the power to heal yourself. So even Jesus said that you have the power to do this. He's not the only one. We all are naturally healers. And it's not even just like biblical. We can take it to a science direction too, where we naturally, with our reptilian brain, we naturally regenerate like babies. And you're coming out the stomach, that's like your fastest, most rapid rate is when you're fresh life. And as you're older, what happens? Your healing rate slows down. You can regenerate things in your body. Your liver completely regenerates, you know? So you heal yourself. I don't want to, God heals you too, but he instills a power for you to heal yourself. And you really need to take that power into your hand and empower yourself, because a lot of us feel like the power has been taken away from us. And we need to kind of like beg and plead, you know, for relief and all that, but feel strong that God has empowered you to go ahead and do this. And you just keep showing up, just keep coming to everything that I'm doing. Get that manual. So there's two sites that you can get the manual. You can get it at 5stepdetox.com. You might have to type the www in front. I can't remember, child. But 5stepdetox.com. If you watch that video, the detox protocol video, I put a pop-up in the video where you can get the manual for a discounted rate. So go and get it. Okay. If you're on Instagram right here, you can go to my bio, click my bio, and then from there, it says like click here for all my links. Go to the protocol video or send me a DM and I'll send it to you, the protocol video, and get that manual so that it can go through all the steps with you. And then for the things that, you know, if you can't buy things from me, I make the stuff pre-made for you. You can go with the bare minimum and you can still be successful at doing this. You know, that you'll just be washing your face with water. If you're good with washing your face with water, then yeah, then you're good. You're good to go. Okay, all you need is the supplements, the pH strips, and for HSV, the clay bath. For HPV, the vaginal pH strips, along with the urine pH strips. And that's the basic necessities. That's the basic necessities. Okay, and the manual comes with, you don't have to buy the toothpaste. The toothpaste is awesome. It's really good. But if all you can do is mix up baking soda and peroxide, like the manual says, then just mix that baking soda and peroxide. And you can get my toothpaste when you can, if you can. Okay. Bought the manual. Let's go. Thank you so much for the bag. All right, let's see. Does it to lower back pain? HSV, yes, it does lead to lower back. It leads to way more than that. Which is in my class. I normally teach the class at 6:00. I'm not feeling good. I do have the replay from the class that I can send you. It's actually on my YouTube. It's the video with the pink box is under the list that says videos rather than live streams, the video list. And it has like a pink box that says info session. That is the video that you need to watch that's going to tell you all the things that HSV causes, from Alzheimer's to not just low back pain, just back pain, period, neck to back pain. Okay, causes sciatica, which is a pinched nerve in the back that you can feel going down your legs, like a radiating dull pain. Some people can feel it as a sharp pain. Some people feel it on the top of their foot or on the bottom of their foot. But that's caused by HSV. It can also move into your kidneys and lead to kidney disease. HSV also causes encephalitis, where the virus moves into the lungs, the heart, the brain, the eyes. It also can cause meningitis too. It can cause loss of eyesight. HIV can do quite a bit. Most commonly, the most common symptom of HSV that women experience that is underrated, a lot of people don't know, is the repeat BV and yeast infections. Constantly getting BV, constantly getting yeast infections. That is caused by HSV. So some people, like, well, I don't test positive for it. You need to get a blood test. There's a link for that in my bio too. You can also find a link on that 5-Step Detox website if you scroll all the way to the bottom to my resources. So, yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. I will do that. Yes, most definitely. Because right now, yeah, that's fine. Do what you can to get it done. Do what you can to get this thing done, and that's all that matters. All right. Do we have any final questions before I jump off here? Because I believe they're about to start getting loud. Okay. Well, we're gonna meet back up here for Q&A day next Wednesday. Make sure that you get those questions to me. I did not pin my phone number here on Instagram. I just realized. Let me pin it right quick before I dip out so that you guys can contact me to get more information about what it is that we do here. You can also send me a DM as well. Let me type my number here on YouTube so that you guys have it, 404-737-1371, because we just want to be successful. I go live at 5 p.m. ish. So I'll jump on between 5 p.m. and usually 5:20 at the latest, but child, be before 5:30 Central Standard Time. Okay. So I sent out a text message to everybody who's in my text club, who's in my text list, letting you know to send me your questions to remind you. And then I sent out another text saying, hey, I'm live. And I dropped the link so that you can just click on the links. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm out of here. I'm going to see you guys later.